think this is a perfect butterscotch?
Butterscotch, yes.
That's going to be a new color for you.
Seth Chwast cannot hold a conversation or a complex thought.
Coke blue, on the sky.
He has not said more than a sentence to his mother in nearly a quarter of a century.
How do you feel? Happy?
At 2, Seth was diagnosed with autism.
I tried 5 years to conceive him. I never wanted anything more than I wanted that child.
But she wanted him to live a normal life, so Deborah tried every therapy that might open his world. Nothing changed except her marriage, which ended.
A counselor suggested that Seth consider mopping floors for a career. Instead, his mom enrolled him in One Last Therapy, a class here at the Cleveland Museum of Art. Suddenly, at 20, the boy who barely speaks began to communicate.
I was blown away. I had no idea that he had any talent.
Seth began working 34 hours a week, filling the entire house with paintings.
Northern Lights are in the sky. Red fantasy horse.
What's this one?
Blue whale with flappers and a tail.
Looks like he's gliding through a coral reef.
Red, green, and light green Northern Lights with peanut butter and jelly mountains.
Peanut butter and jelly mountains?
Yeah.
Apparently, he sees the finished painting in his head before he even starts.
Head goes, and then neck, and body, legs with hooves and a tail.
He has incredible focus. He lives only in the moment. He is as certain in his painting as he is lost in reality.
His work so vivid and varied, it mirrors the great masters. One of these is a Van Gogh, one a Chagall. This one is Seth's.
There is no limit to what Seth will do now.
Because he has a world of artists who understand him.
Yeah.
Art professor Michael Cunningham is fascinated with the man who can see beyond what's normal.
Yeah, that's good. It's a stunning example of someone who has pathways of communicating with us, sharing with us that are not, again, traditional.
What do you think he's trying to say through his painting?
Maybe it's his way of saying, I count. I'm real. Maybe it's like Pinocchio. He became a real boy, you know, instead of a wooden boy.
At long last.
What does Seth's story offer other parents who have autistic children?
Don't assume anything's over. It doesn't matter if they're 5 or 12 or 15.
We usually talk about the challenges of autism. We seldom consider its gifts.
You won't get what you wanted, but you may get something better that you never even dreamed of.
Like a happy son who can show us what only he can see.
Details, sketch, perspective.
For today, Bob Dotson, NBC News, with an American story in Cleveland Heights, Ohio.
You know, and talk about a story that tells people who say, oh, there's no hope, or I'm going to accept less, or I'm going to accept second best, or I'm going to push my child off into some area that, you know, they won't challenge them. Forget it.
Exactly. What a great mom. What an incredibly brilliant mind Seth has as well. We'll be right back.